Welcome to the Renaissance, ladies and gentlemen, and to my 12 Days of Christmas holiday special. I'd like to begin, if you'll indulge me, by recounting a bit of my own Christmas past for you, as this story is the inspiration for the special that you're about to begin watching. I bring you back to the holiday season of 1988. The NES was in its heyday, and there were two games hitting the market for the holidays that were the most sought after by everyone, everywhere. The two big sequels, Super Mario Bros. 2 and Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. For me, only one of these games was on my wish list that year, Zelda 2. But it was more than just a mere request. I was straight up obsessed with the idea of this game. I say idea because all I had to go off of at that point was the coverage of it in the official Nintendo Player's Guidebook. I must have looked at those pages 1,000 times, staring for hours at those screenshots, and reading and rereading every word of the game breakdown. I had to have this game. Now, if you remember that time, you might recall there was an apparent chip shortage during that year, and therefore a game shortage, which made games, for one, much harder to find, and two, more expensive. Games in those days ran anywhere from 20 to 40 bucks. But I remember being out shopping with my parents a bit before Christmas and seeing that golden box behind the display case with a price of $70. I knew that was too much for my parents to spend, but I still had hope. So Christmas Eve came around, and my excitement at the thought of having Zelda 2 had not waned. In fact, it was out of control. I knew it was going to be under that tree. I knew I was going to get to play those scenes I had seen so many times in that guidebook. And so there we were, the whole family in the glow of the colored lights of our tree, opening our presents in the middle of the night. And there I saw it. The unmistakable shape of an NES box lying under the tree with my name on it. I held off to try and hide my desperation, but finally gave in and announced I was going to open it. I picked it up, and with a dry mouth and sweaty palms began to tear off the wrapping paper. It took my eyes a few moments to focus on what I was holding, but when they did, they brought me to the harsh reality that I had received Mickey Mousecapade. Mickey Mousecapade. To say I was disappointed would be a huge understatement. But I also knew that I was lucky to get presents at all, so I couldn't be that upset. And to be honest, I still to this day love this game because of the nostalgia that it brings me, because you better believe I stayed up all that Christmas Eve night and finished it. So, we begin our 12 days of Christmas with a playthrough of Mickey Mousecapade, to help remind us all that we can't always get what we want, and that's an important thing to learn, I think. How will the rest of the 12 days be filled up? Well, I'm sure by now you have a pretty good idea of which game that will cover. So let's begin. To the Funhouse! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Day 1 of the 12 Days of Christmas. Here we go. What do we gotta do? Guess what? We need a key. That's how it all starts. You start out in the Funhouse, and you are completely without a weapon. So that's the first order of business. If you've ever played this game, it's actually really pretty fun. There's the star. It gets a pretty bad rap, I think. It's not the greatest game, but it's fun. You control just Mickey, and Minnie just kind of follows you around, which was pretty new at the time. I had never played a game that did something like that, so I thought it was kind of cool. It was no Zelda 2, but, you know, I had to play what I had, as we all did as kids. Okay, so the thing with this game is secrets. You got secrets everywhere. You shoot the secrets, sometimes you get a 1-up like that. Almost everywhere you go, there are just invisible things you shoot. See that? The thing is, though, you gotta be careful. There's a key. The key is what we need, not the first door, which I know is confusing. It's to get to the boss. So let me just show you this. Sometimes you shoot these things and they're invisible, and sometimes it's something that helps you out, sometimes it's a 1-up, but sometimes it's this, like, bird that will snatch Minnie away. Okay, this time it's not. That's just a diamond that fills up your life. But you have to watch out. You can't just go willy-nilly and get all the secret stuff and say, hey, I'm taking everything, because you will get screwed. They take Minnie away, and then you gotta spend your whole time trying to find Minnie in another secret. A little, like, secret location. You gotta do the same thing, shoot around. Oh, boy. I gotta take this guy out. Hang on. Shoot, die. Okay. You gotta shoot around, find another little secret room where she has been taken. Hopefully I don't have to show you this, because it's a pain, honestly. Yeah, there's like these statues of Minnie, and you have to select the right one. And if you select the wrong one, you don't get her back, and you gotta keep going on without her. And you can't proceed without her. You need her. We all need our love in our life, you know? Alright, let's see. Sometimes it's a one-up thing. Sometimes it's a fairy that's like, it gives you invincibility. That's the word I'm looking for. But like I said, you always gotta be on your guard. Because if it's the little pink bird, it'll grab Minnie, and she's gone. Alright, here's another treasure chest, and I hope it's her star, because she will get a star too. Right now, only Mickey is shooting. Ow, sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's just randomly an enemy. And I have no idea how this works out. You just gotta keep trying until it's her star. Star? Star me! Boom! So now we're both shooting our stars all over. Because that's what a Mickey Mouse game is all about, right? You're walking through a house, shooting stars at enemies and killing them. Here we go. It does have the dancing brooms, though, from Fantasia. That's kind of cool. Yep. Nice try, chandelier. We're getting pretty close to the boss here. Just gotta beat the boss. Then you have to go all the way back to the beginning of the house, and then you can escape. And here we go. This game's got some great music, I will say that. This boss music is no exception. Here's the trick. You get Minnie up there. Guess what? Minnie is invincible. She will just take everyone out, but I'm not going to be a wimp about it. The hell with it. Let's go for it. She's pretty easy. Okay, so now we get the key. And they make no differentiation between that key and the other key. You might think, hey, I got the key. You go right for the first door, and nope. You need another key. So anywho, that's pretty much the first level. We just have to head back to the beginning, like I said. And head on out. Watch the chandeliers. Ow! I thought I did. I didn't. And I do like how you see out the window earlier, you saw like there's an ocean. You know me and how I love these levels, how they link together. Guess where level 2 is? That's right. The ocean. Whoever painted this house is very colorful. Very colorful. I like it. This music is so nostalgic for me because, as you just listened to my little Christmas story, it was the first music I really heard in this game of the level, and it was like, it was kind of the music of disappointment, because I was like, I want to be playing Zelda 2. But I wasn't. See, there's the ocean. There's the door with the key. And there we go. Boom! Level 1, folks! There are 5 levels. I will be doing the first 2 for this first part, the day 1 of the 12 Days of Christmas. So to the ocean, let's go! It's a very short level, but it's a tricky level. You gotta be careful because there are a lot of enemies, and these waves that you're about to see come at you. And as soon as they come out, you gotta jump kind of backwards, and that little octopus guy jumps out. Little octopus Metroid dude. You must manipulate the Mother Ocean. Alright, so if I recall, this might be invincibility, and you might be able to, never mind. You can sometimes get to the boss and just wipe them out by touching them. when you're invincible, but that's not going to happen. Alright, so I gotta be careful here. I will say this, the transitions between the levels are really quick, so I'm gonna try and wrap things up almost during the boss battle, because that's the end of this level. I mean, the end of well, it is the end of the level, but it's gonna be the end of day 1. Okay, so here we go. I will say thank you for joining me. This is gonna be day 1 of the 12 Days of Christmas special. Please come back, join me for day 2, and it will be the second half of Mickey Mousecapade. Let's see how we do here. It's Mr. Alligator Man. Shoot, guys, shoot! You must shoot! And all the bosses pretty much have similar patterns. You just gotta avoid their projectiles. There we go! That's it! Okay, folks, we'll see you tomorrow, day 2. We're heading to the woods. Bye-bye.